Football is, has and will always be a staple in people's lives. From the last minute goals to seeing your team lift a trophy, whether it's following your favourite club or watching your national team at tournaments, there is something beautiful in the sport for everyone. This beauty is not only available through watching the football matches, but can also be found and watched in a documentary format. Football documentaries give the fans a deeper insight on their favourite players and teams, giving them a profound knowledge and therefore a deeper connection to the beautiful game. The first football documentary to be released was in 1962 called Garrincha, Hero of the Jungle. This expository documentary followed the career of the football player Garrincha and showed moments of his in the 1958 and 1962 World Cup. The documentary used archival footage throughout and in places had narration from a voice of God. Since the first football documentary, there have been a wide range of football documentaries focusing on a variety of topics from players to teams to tournaments and even corruption in the sport. But the documentary that has given fans the most insight into the day-to-day operations of a football club is All or Nothing by Amazon Prime Video. Therefore, I'll be exploring how has Amazon's All or Nothing revolutionised how football documentaries are made. All or Nothing is an Amazon Prime Video documentary series that goes behind the scenes at a football club, giving fans never before seen footage from the dressing room to the day-to-day lives of the players at the club. The documentary is observational as the crew use fly-on-the-wall recording methods to ensure that they get the truest form of the club that they can. The documentary series can also be seen as performative, as the documentary is stylised in places to make the documentary more entertaining. The docu-series first began in 2016 and followed the American football team, the Arizona Cardinals. Since then, it has followed football teams at club level and on the national stage, American football teams and even rugby teams. The NFL Chief Content Officer stated that All or Nothing has an established reputation for its inspiring storytelling and unprecedented access to the world's biggest sports franchises. This proves that Amazon's All or Nothing has had a major impact despite only being in its sixth year production, and the sport that has had the most impact on is football. All or Nothing released its first football documentary series in August of 2018 with Manchester City Football Club in England. The series featured 8 episodes, with each episode averaging 48 minutes in length, and followed a chronological order from the start of the season until the end of the season when Manchester City won the Premier League. The series had several main aspects that tended to appear in each episode, which were highlights of the football matches that were played, the management strategy, injuries and treatments of players, and interviews with players and staff. The effectiveness of having these aspects meant that fans of the sport and newcomers could see all aspects of how the club works over a full season. As the footage is recorded at the time that these moments happen, it makes the documentary more authentic as you get the raw emotion and feeling at the time. This makes it stand out compared to documentaries about teams that are recorded after the season has finished, as these documentaries can be dramatised to be more interesting for the viewer. However, with Amazon's All or Nothing, you experience this drama at the time that it takes place and therefore feel more connected to the story that you're watching. All or Nothing Manchester City received 328 reviews on Amazon Prime Video, with 266 of these ratings giving the documentary a 5-star rating. This emphasises how well received the documentary has been, as even if you're not a fan of the sport, the documentary shows the true meaning and application of teamwork to its audience. Since the release of All or Nothing Manchester City edition, there are some mini sports documentaries similar to this. Netflix adopted Amazon's format of football documentary with Sunderland Till I Die, which was released in December 2018, which followed the season of Sunderland in the Championship, along with a second season that was released in April 2020. This shows that Amazon Prime's biggest competitors are following in their footsteps and using this format that they had used, emphasising how the docu-series has revolutionised how football documentaries have been made. Netflix also released F1 Drive to Survive, which followed the F1 season since 2019 up until now in 2022, which follows the same format that All or Nothing implemented, once again showing that All or Nothing has impacted all sports and not just football. In conclusion, it's clear to see the impact and influence that All or Nothing has had on not just football documentaries, but sporting documentaries in general. It has inspired Netflix to make Sunderland Till I Die along with F1 Drive to Survive, as the formula created by All or Nothing has proven that it works for not just football but multiple sports. Its format has continued to succeed, and this is proven with an all-new All or Nothing being filmed every year at different clubs across different sports. Amazon Prime have revolutionised how football documentaries are made, and as a London journalist Max Miller stated, All or Nothing is now a franchise defined by its outstanding production quality and unique access.